you ever felt.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, guys? It is D down here, the most chill COD player, bringing you possibly my best Call of Duty Advanced Warfare gameplay so far. Better than the 100 pluses, better than double DNA. This is a 73 gun streak. I also went flawless in this game, so 73 kills, non-lethal. Yeah, on Riot using the AK12 Hairtrigger. Insane gun, obviously. Since I just picked up the DNA, I cut out the first part because I really don't think that you guys want to see a full, 10, 11 minute commentary. So it is cut down a little bit, but like I said, 73 gun streak. Like I said, by far, my best gameplay in Advanced Warfare. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Real quickly about my class setup is I'm using something I don't typically use, or I haven't used previously, which is something I know a lot of pup stompers use, which is Disable EXO. It's just with the system hack taking so many points to get. You stack on extended time, and then you stack on Disable EXOs. It really, has a lot of kills in between your system hack and your UAV, and sometimes your UAV will run out, and so you're left with like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 kills to try and pick up your UAV without one. And so for that reason, I like to try and keep my system hack and my UAV pretty close in points. The way I have it in this gameplay, there's only 2 kills difference, so it works out. And on Riot, whenever you have them spawn trapped on this A flag, and you're running on EXO or Disable EXOs, there is just absolutely no way that these guys can get to you. Just absolutely no way. You will see towards the end of the gameplay there are some really close calls, and I was able to outgun those guys in order to pick up this gameplay. But anyway, that's pretty much it. But like I said, guys, my best Advanced Warfare gameplay by far. So hopefully you guys do enjoy it and appreciate it. Maybe drop a couple likes, hint hint, maybe. But yeah, anyway, so today what I want to talk about is a story that happened to me. It was about 3 weeks ago, and I'm surprised I haven't made a video about it yet because it's not insane, but it's pretty crazy. My wife actually had to call the ambulance for me. So basically what happened is, in case you are unfamiliar with, there is a kitchen implement, a kitchen machine, I guess you call it, called a mandolin. And basically you can imagine it is a flat board with a blade right in the middle, and so you can run whatever you're trying to slice back and forth on it, and it slices it into strips or slices or whatever else you're looking for. So I'm trying to make potato chips, and I ended up making a finger chip. The first potato I was cutting, I just went down and towards the end of the potato and nearly cut off the tip of my finger, which honestly wasn't really that bad. I know it sounds bad, but it really wasn't that bad. In fact, I've had way worse cuts than that. But for whatever reason, so I go down and I look at it. I'm just like, crap. I just sliced living shit out of my finger. And so I went to my wife, who was taking a nap with my son in our bedroom. I woke her up and I said, hey, I cut my finger pretty bad. I'm probably going to need your help getting this, bandaged up and everything. So she gets up, and we're both very nonchalant about everything. I was just trying to rinse off all the blood and wipe up all the blood and everything. And she comes in there and she starts, dressing it, putting on the antibiotic ointment and wiping off all the blood, like I said. And I break out into a cold sweat. My pupils became very dilated. I became unresponsive, shaky, nauseated. I wasn't responding. I got cold chills, and I could barely stand. And it was fairly frightening. In my head, I thought that I was doing pretty much okay, But after the fact, my wife was saying that she was just calling my name repeatedly, and I was not responding. She said I was just staring at her with a blank look, and so she was obviously really concerned. So she called my mother-in-law, who is a nurse, to come over. She also called 911. So the ambulance came out to the house, and at that point, my cold sweat had stopped. I was becoming more responsive, so I was able to talk to them, explain to them what happened. We went out to the ambulance. I showed them the wound, and they dressed it. And I asked them, like, do you think I need to go to the hospital? Will I need stitches? They told me that they weren't sure, and that if I went, it would be a huge bill for an ambulance ride. And honestly, I would much rather just avoid that. And so I decided to just stay home, and I took care of it myself. I wore a band-aid for like 3 weeks. And actually what ended up happening is that piece of skin that got severed from my finger actually ended up just dying. Like, it didn't reconnect, so that piece of skin just died, and I actually had to cut that off of the tip of my finger. So pretty crazy. It's just a crazy story, just something that randomly happened. And by the way, I did finish dinner, and I did cut the rest of those potatoes after I cleaned all the blood off of my mandolin. But anyway, that's the story for you guys today, and like I said, that's the gameplay. 73 Gunstreak on Riot. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you hated it, that's fine. Dislike it and let me know why. Make sure to check out all links below in the description. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.